Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News. I'm Ben, and as always, I'm hanging out with Mike,
hello,
Claire,
hey,
and Pete.
Hello.
This week, we will bring to you the weirdest shit we've found on the net in our sister show to Cut Into the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. You can follow us on Facebook at Cut Into the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, SoundCloud and other podcasting platforms at Cut Into the Bull in the PTA, and YouTube at Apocalypse Bull. You know, this is, like I say, this weird news.
let's do it.
Starting
Let's
off with
do
a
it.
nice one.
Let's do it. Here's something tragic for you. Airport handler dies after being sucked into plane engine. Don't hear many of these nowadays, do you?
That's
That's the first time I've ever heard of it.
I know it's happened
Has it?
before, but it's
Oh yeah.
because of safety protocols with them nowadays,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, so it used to happen.
Obviously does, but
Not on the regular, but you know, it was something that was, and especially on aircraft carriers, it's, you know,
it would have been a yearly occurrence, wouldn't it?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
An airport baggage handler was killed on New Year's Eve New Year's Eve as well,
Oh,
after being sucked into a plane engine, ingested into the engine. The unidentified victim died at Montgomery Regional Airport in Alabama while working on the ramp of a plane waiting to depart to Dallas at around 3 p.m. local time. The victim and employee of Piedmont Airlines has not been named. The National Transportation Safety Board, the NTSB, has since confirmed to the news agency WSFA 12 that an American Airlines plane was parked at the gate with the parking brake set when a ground support personnel was ingested into the engine. Yeah, there's a preliminary report expected within the next 2 or 3 weeks. American Airlines issued a statement telling Insider they are devastated by the accident involving a team member, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family and our local team members, they added, because thoughts and prayers is what you need when
How
someone's
does
just
it happen?
been ingested.
How the fuck did that happen? You know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
Was the engine already on?
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been.
And he's walked too close to it.
Yeah. I mean, them things, well, these are pretty massive, the biggest engines, but...
It doesn't say what plane it was, did it?
No, it
yeah,
didn't.
it does, yeah. 4-year-old Embraer E175.
Unless it's a Boeing, I wouldn't know what it
No,
was.
mate, to be fair.
If you said 747, 737, I could get a gauge of the size.
This is like a regional airport, so it's pretty... Oh god, does that mean like a private jet then?
Maybe it might be like a little tri-jet thing, one of those kind
Yeah.
of ones. Oh, well, look, see what kind of jet it is. What is it? A
Embraer.
Embraer E175.
It's going to totally fuck the engine, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah. That was the last thing on my mind, Claire, to be fair.
What if he walked?
Oh no, the engine's fucked. If
If
No,
the
it's a
engine's
big
still
one.
running and he's walked in the path of the, suction, it's human error, isn't it?
That's true, but
You
still,
can
it's,
see how it happened.
I know
it
it's
shouldn't have been allowed to happen, should
You
it?
can see how it happened.
What?
You're looking at a
Not
picture.
literally how it happened,
Oh.
but you can see how it happened because
Yeah,
look how
yeah.
low. You can see like the type of jet it is.
Oh, it's just no two-engine plane.
It's a big plane.
Big plane,
Yeah.
70,
Big
80
jet.
seats.
So
Yeah.
the engine itself, the jet engine, it probably only sits 3 or 4 foot off the floor. So
Even so, there
it
needs
ain't no 747.
those engines
is
shouldn't
it?
be running if people are putting baggage in. Those
Not-
engines should be dead.
Not to the extent that it's
Sucking you in.
If it's like on like idling kind of thing, like fair enough. But there must have been thrust going through that to. Surely, I don't know. I ain't no plane. Either way,
I don't know.
in that circuit, that's why I said, how the
Either way,
fuck
just
did that happen?
Imagine being like stood a few feet, like the safe distance behind it, and just getting covered in your mate.
Yeah,
Oh.
be horrible, wouldn't it?
That's all it is. It's just gravy at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, it's not actually that big a jet, to be fair. So yeah, in fact, it sits about 2 foot off the floor. He probably wouldn't have been much shorter than the wing if you look at that.
Yeah.
So he's just walked far too close to it. It's fucking hell.
What a way to die, eh?
Oh, quick.
You can't ask for that.
Probably pretty painless, I guess.
Still,
Wouldn't have felt fuck all, would he?
it makes weird news this week. We haven't had one in a while. I don't think we've ever had one on weird news. It doesn't happen very often nowadays, but now and again.
Moving on.
Yeah?
Psychic who predicted Queen dying says something awful will happen to Andrew.
Oh no, how tragic.
Can I just say something though? A psychic that was predicting the Queen would die. Come on, she was fucking 96. That weren't no prediction, was it? That was an inevitability.
His orange cape puts me off. I used to think lunatic. Second I see an orange cape, like, as soon as I see an orange cape on a man playing this psychotic lunatic.
A psychic has warned of difficult times ahead in 2023.
Well, that's a switch.
Predicting global food shortages. No shit, haven't we had that for ages?
Yeah.
A revolution in China. I'm not sure about that. And a tragic accident within the royal family.
Do you reckon there's going to be another tunnel involved?
No, I think we're on about Prince Andrew at this point.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
There'll be another tunnel involved.
Well, no, it's not.
Concrete shoes in a deep river.
Is that the way you deal with them, Mike?
Craig Hampton Parker, dubbed the new Nostradamus, says he can see into the future and works with his wife Jane as spiritual mediums. He correctly predicted the pandemic, Brexit, Donald Trump becoming president, and even the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Most recently, Craig saw a vision of King Charles being hit by eggs, which came true weeks later.
Oh, well, good for him.
It's not the first time people have thrown eggs at him.
No.
The 68-year-old has been practicing the psychic arts since his early 20s after being inspired by Nadi astrologists during a visit to India. But it's not all bad news, as Craig believes we will avoid World War III.
Hey!
We will start shifting away from globalism, embrace sustainability, and discover how to create energy out of nothing.
So, yeah, now 2024, it all gets better now. That's the turning point, 2024.
We'll see, eh? Sounds like bollocks to me.
Things can only get better.
What's the cranky doing on the screen?
Nicola Sturgeon. Apparently he had a vision of a red-faced Nicola Sturgeon, which is linked to King Charles's coronation. So it's something to do with the stone of Scone, which is an old English tradition of stealing the stone that the Scots used to crown their kings on and putting it under our throne in Westminster Abbey, so they were simultaneously crowned as King of England and Scotland.
Sneaky.
Do you reckon she's going to try and do that?
They actually gave the Scots the stone back not so long ago.
Oh, hi, my name's Jimmy Cranky, and I'm going to be Queen of Scotland.
Yeah.
He predicts someone's going to steal the stone.
And it'll be Jimmy Cranky. I mean, Nicola Sturgeon.
Nicola Sturgeon should be sat on it.
She does look like Jimmy Cranky, though, doesn't she?
She does. Anyone that doesn't know, the Crankies are a weird husband and wife comedian team. The wife dressed as a tiny little schoolboy, and I don't know what the hell the other guy was. Was he a dad, or was he a guy that hung around grooming her? I don't know.
Maybe.
It was weird.
It was weird anyway. But we all loved it as kids.
They might have loved you. Who knows?
He reckons Prince Andrew will suffer a psychological breakdown and try and commit suicide by an overdose.
That'll be you know what? If that happens, right, then we'll fucking. Then this guy's spot on, isn't he?
Well, he's hedging his bets, and a guy had a public breakdown already. He's been accused of all this stuff. His mother's just died as well. On top of
made
that,
a musical about him.
And
Oh yeah, I never watched that.
It's really funny, actually. I caught about 20 minutes of it at 4 o'clock in the morning one day when I woke up.
Did you feel inspired to go and watch the interview I keep telling you to watch?
No,
You should do.
it's not hard to extrapolate then to him having a breakdown and
I
possibly
suppose it
committing
isn't.
suicide.
It's not.
King Charles has also disbanded his office at the Royal Grounds as well.
Ooh. Dismantled.
Dismantled,
disbanded.
Dispatched. Well, he hasn't got one within the Royal Grounds, so they
Right.
have like their own little offices that talk, and, and make all their plans, and they also like make family time that through these people. Oh, I need to see my,
Yeah, I
Charles
get you.
for whatever.
I get 2 hours with King Charles on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't got an office anymore. He's like, well, he's not really a part of this sort of family.
That's
It's
good.
Sort of moving away from him, I think.
That's good because he was starting to creep back in a little bit with the Queen dying and that. I mean, alright, you can't keep him away from it, but at least limit his appearances severely, just to the funeral, perhaps.
Yeah.
He was starting to creep back in a little bit. I didn't like it.
Well, this guy predicts that Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry will begin to fracture and they'll eventually break up. And he also predicts Kate will carry out a spontaneous but touching act which puts her life at risk and should be viewed as a new star in the royal family.
No, let's throw something. Harry's popular at the minute, though, isn't he? You heard about that? Harry's new book.
That book that's been leaked early in Spain, was it?
Something like that. It went on sale in Spain first for some reason, and
Anything I read was he had a cold, hard and bloodless penis.
you Harry?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Some woman reckoned that he's now got a cold, hard and bloodless penis.
Who
He had
reckons that?
frostbite. He claims in the book he had frostbite on his
Right.
penis. Harry.
How?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he had his cock out in the fucking... who knows? But apparently, he's claimed in his book that he had frostbite on his
Right.
knob. Yeah. And then an expert wrote in the paper that he probably has a cold, hard and bloodless penis.
Wow. Like
Well,
a reptilian, you mean?
He's managed to have kids, so I think he's doing all right at least.
Yeah. May have lost his virginity to Liz Hurley. Everyone's linking her with this cougar he apparently lost his virginity to.
That'd be nice for him.
I don't mind doing Liz Hurley myself. That sounds terribly terribly sexist, sorry. I got taken away there by Liz Hurley.
And apparently Craig predicts an early general election because the Tory party is set to be rocked by another scandal.
Well, that doesn't take much, does it?
That's not surprising.
That's not,
though, is it?
we could have all predicted that one.
It will be the end of the Tory party as you know it, I fucking hope so.
Oh no, we had a vision of Nigel Farage.
To turn either more left wing or right wing as trust in the two main parties shrinks.
Oh Christ, not Nigel Farage running things.
Oh, fuck no.
There goes the NHS for a start.
And he predicts a full-out war between Taiwan and China.
Yeah, that means
the US are going in.
that means the US are going into World War III. Hasn't been averted,
Yeah.
has it? I suppose NATO have to get involved with that because the US is involved with China. So an attack on one is an attack on all. NATO has to get involved with that. Because they can't actually say no while the US is also supporting Ukraine. Can they?
Let's try and remember this guy and see if any of them come true.
But he says into 2024 and beyond, I sense a new consciousness will take hold across the world against globalism and an embrace of sustained harmony centred around sustainability and environmentalism. So let's hope so. I think it'll be longer than 2024 myself.
He's a bit ambitious, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's definitely a bit ambitious.
Okay, so KSI and Logan Paul Prime. Dad spends insane amount on drink.
Can we just, someone tell me what Prime is this then? Because I've seen people fighting in Aldi for it this week.
Prime is an energy drink that KSI and Logan Paul have created.
Who's KSI?
He's some YouTuber that him and Logan Paul had a fight.
And Logan Paul is also a YouTube influencer.
Yeah.
And he's got into boxing and a little bit into wrestling now, I believe.
Well, UFC.
He's trying to get into WWE too.
Oh, okay. I heard last time he was trying to get into UFC.
I know who he is, I don't know who KSI is. So he's another similar sort of chap. They had a fight.
And now they're friends.
And they're friends, and they brought out a hydration drink.
Yeah.
So water then.
Yeah.
Flavoured water.
Basically,
Called
yeah.
Prime.
And it's like £2 a bottle in Asda.
Really?
But people are selling them for fucking ridiculous prices because people have been queuing outside of Aldi.
Hang on, is Claire reading this one or are you reading this
Oh,
one?
you are. Go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah,
Go on,
yeah.
you read it.
Go on, Claire,
So
you've got it.
thousands have been queuing up outside Aldi stores as in the early hours of the morning and finding out in the hope of finding the in-demand drink after Aldi announced that they were going to have it in stock. Many were queuing to get the taste of the most talked about beverage, while others wanted to buy Prime to sell it online as bottles are being listed on eBay for £3,000 and upwards.
Jesus Christ. For a bottle of water?
Yeah. They've obviously got some flavours, surely. It's not just...
Oh yeah, they're flavoured, but I mean...
There's 3 different coloured bottles. There's a blue one, an orange one, and a green one, is it?
Fuck knows.
No idea. It's all above my head.
And people, how can people say there's cost of living crisis when some fucker's buying bloody water on eBay for £3,000?
Well, they're looking really happy with themselves.
I bet they
Seen
are.
a
Yeah.
picture here of them.
I would be,
The
and all.
beverage.
Actually, they're a bit disgusted over what's going on, though.
Are they?
Apparently so.
So this one dad decided to spend £1,000 on Prime.
£1,000?
He went on TikTok going, yeah, look at me, look at all my Prime.
All he got was like 2 cases of Prime though. He got 2 cases of it.
Well, this KSI said, fam, you're getting ripped off, don't pay that much for Prime. He knows he's just getting it from the Peckham Spring and adding a bit of bloody...
bit of Vimto.
bit of Vimto.
The Peckham Spring.
Yeah.
Only fools and horses.
Yeah.
Peckham Spring.
He's feeling bad. He's got KSI's got the guilt. Oh dear.
Did you see? Have you watched Clarkson's Farm?
I haven't watched any now.
Wow.
He starts selling spring water.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Right, and he says like Diddley Squat Farm, natural spring, definitely no excrement in it. And he starts bottling it, and then he gets the toxicology reports back that says there's definitely excrement in it. It's like the one promise he made.
Shit water.
Shit water.
That's insane.
It's like the people who bought all the
It's
toilet
crazy.
paper and COVID kicked off, and what's wrong with people?
Yeah, it can't be that good.
It's just bottled water.
But he basically went to like a small, like independent corner shop kind of
as
thing.
we would call it in the UK, an independently owned shop, I guess you're right, Pete. Yeah.
From what I gather, it was his son. It was a part of the Christmas present for his sons, who'd been asking for this pop, this drink, whatever, and couldn't find it anywhere. And this one guy said he had some. He went down there and he paid £1,000 and got 2 cases of this Prime, and he chucked in a few sweets as well.
That's nice of him.
Paid
Fucking hell.
£1,000 for it.
What
for
a
like
fucking idiot.
24 bottles.
What a fucking idiot.
So you're talking 48 quid's worth of Prime.
That's crazy.
What
Why would
pisses me off?
Why would you do that?
What pisses me off? If you scroll down, you see the picture. You'll see that there'll be the picture of that, and just a smug look on the guy's face, who's like the shop owner.
Alright, let's have a look at it.
Smug.
Why would you feel smug about spending £1,000 on some water?
Oh, there he is, yeah.
Oh, he looks like a moron, though. He does look like a moron.
Oh, what's this? Oh, is this his page or something? Oh, right. Because there was a picture within that article of like the guy with his 2 sons. Is it not on there now?
No, I don't know. It might be blocked by my ad blocker.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
There he is.
There it is.
Look at him. He's throwing
Yeah,
some...
you see he's got a case there, and there was a different picture I saw before where he's got his 2 sons. But yeah, that's like the bag of sweets he's chucking in for him, and things like that. But look at his grin on his face.
Yeah.
How is he not being charged for what would you say it would be?
Extortion.
Extortion.
Well, yeah, but this
He's a
guy's
shop
willing to pay
owner.
it.
yeah,
That's the problem.
That's market forces.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
This guy's willing to pay it.
But you know
You
where
could have just gone to Alwood's, you had a fight like everyone
There's no
else.
laws against price gouging.
No, I suppose. Yeah, but I think that's just ridiculous.
Of course it is.
Or he should be boycotted. His store should be boycotted.
If that idiot wants to pay it,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have no sympathy at all. The store owner's gone like, I don't know.
look, if he's charging £1,000 for a loaf of
Yeah.
bread because there's no food, then I'd say, yeah, you're a complete cunt.
He's charging £1,000 for a bottle of fucking flavoured water.
Yeah.
For
It's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity. It's
It's a
just like,
luxury, so...
if you're an idiot, if he goes, £1,000, mate, alright, I'll be doing it in an hour. Of course you're going to take it. It's either that or a fight in Audi.
Yeah, because this guy did actually drive a fair distance just to get to this little
3
shop.
hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, idiot.
I'll be down in 3 hours, mate. I'll bring it in cash. What a fucking moron! People are struggling. He's saying they're spending £1,000 on 2 crates of water.
Ridiculous.
But he's not even saving for the apocalypse.
Idiot.
At least that's something nice to drink when it all goes to shit. Oh, hang on.
Some more predictions.
More predictions. Aliens, you can tell us to start of the year, can't you?
Yeah.
Aliens sending a message and will land on Earth in 2023 after visiting Big Ben. Or the Queen Elizabeth Clock Towers, it should be more accurately called Daily Star. Big Ben is only the bell. UFOs have been spotted above the Sapphire Strip Club in Las Vegas, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, London, Brazil, Chile and Japan. And some reckon 2023 is the year aliens finally touch down. A spate of UFO sightings at landmarks across the globe have led to claims aliens will land on Earth this year. Craft have been seen within days of each other above London, Las Vegas and Brazil. Is Brazil a city now? Shouldn't they have started with Brazil as a country? With a grammar maybe? Alright.
Oh, at the end it doesn't really matter.
I'll take my grammar Nazi armband off. UFO hunter Matt Wells said, "It is like aliens are sending a message. We refuse to hide away. Here we are in plain sight at your world's most important places, and even skeptics must be sitting up to take notice. I believe we could see aliens coming to Earth for everyone to witness much sooner than originally thought." Abnormal activity has also been recorded in the UK at Big Ben, Stonehenge and Bonnybridge in Scotland, a famous UFO hotspot.
Oh, hey, Bonnybridge.
Claire, were you going to say something?
Have they got any pictures of this? You know, it's all being seen, but I'm
No.
finding it hard to believe that nobody's...
Pulled their phone out.
Yeah.
CCTV?
Yeah. That's,
Obviously that's been suppressed
oh, yeah. By them.
by the man.
By they.
With
Men
Men
in
in
Black.
Black.
Of course.
You get the punch.
So yeah, aliens, well, we are having a bit of a soft disclosure, aren't we?
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean the Tic Tac footage and the US Navy going, alright, we know what these things are. Although I am starting to pull towards the Tic Tacs are actually advanced US aircraft.
Or they're just Tic Tacs that someone's flicking in front of a camera.
No.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with at the minute. That's my theory, that's my pet theory I'm leaning towards.
Away from aliens, wow.
Advanced US craft, because I think we're further ahead than they say we are. Probably through alien tech, through crashed UFOs.
Why would it be advanced US craft?
Still buzzing their own...
Why not advanced British craft? Because
There could be a few British craft in there.
We've always been one step ahead of the Yanks with our technology in aircraft and things like that.
I've always had really good aircraft design, but we always haven't had the financial backing of the government
you're right
to
on that. Yeah,
push through with it. That's why we ended up on projects with the Eurofighter and that, where we did the bulk of the design and they shared the production and things like that.
You look at the B-52 and the Vulcan, similar time, similar era. You look at the fucking difference in technology between those two.
Yeah,
that was our answer and that was their answer, and we've kept that up. Who invented the Eurofighter, the Typhoon?
Well, Concorde
like
was
that.
the major thing for the Brits, the aviation.
Yeah.
It's we did the bulk of the thing on that and research on that, and he was like, well, this is how you get a supersonic airline, and all that development went into making like the Vulcan, which had the prototype Olympic engines which are used on the Concorde, and the Delta Wing, and then we had some really pioneering stuff, and the government was skint and went, nah, let's just buy some tested American stuff instead.
But we're always kind of forgotten about the fact that actually little old Blighty, we're always normally at the lead of aircraft.
I mean, with the new one,
So
the Lightning,
who knows?
the
There could be our secret aircraft.
It could be. We might have a dog in that fight.
Fucking with the Americans. That's why we're always over there. Like
But the reason they're buzzing the American craft, everyone's like, well, why would they buzz their own craft? Is because they've got the best radar. Who's got the best radar? It's NATO. Who's got the best radar? They're NATO. Probably the Americans and the Brits.
yeah.
So let's buzz our own shit. Let's take our own fighters on. So they're going to be picked up, so they're going to be intercepted. Let's test against us and not tell them. Then we'll pass it off as UFOs, so everyone's seen that. Maybe all UFOs are US secret UFO aircraft.
Aren't they called UAPs now?
UAPs, technically.
They could be doing like testing to see if they're getting around these radars.
That's it. It's they're testing it against themselves, but not telling their own military.
Yeah. That's war
It's
games,
the ultimate test, then, isn't it? Because like, well, what are these? We've got to respond.
Yeah, there's a chance of friendly fire then, though, isn't there?
These are drones.
Doesn't matter, it's millions worth of equipment.
It is, but they ain't
Shot
going to
down
hit
by
it.
your own men,
But they ain't going to hit it. And if they do get hit, then you know they're not good enough.
Back to the drawing board.
That's a drawing board. That's my pet theory at the minute. 'Cause, I mean, even the B-2 stealth bomber, if you see that from the side, looks like a flying saucer. And where they test this stuff, I think the majority of UAP sightings have been secret American aircraft being tested, and everyone going, well, that looks weird.
Probably is, probably a lot of it. But it only takes one UFO to be alien, doesn't it?
Oh, don't get me wrong. The aliens are here. They just want to be more careful.
So you don't think they're flying around Eiffel Tower and Big Ben?
Unless they are trying to finally give us that message that says, hey, we're here. Maybe we've progressed that far enough.
Seeing
They're
whether
not
or
going
not,
to do anything.
seeing whether or not they get shot down or something before they try and actually land and talk with us or something, maybe. Bit of reconnaissance.
Unless it's Independence Day and they're scouting us.
Well, it could be that. Hopefully not, but hey ho.
Moving on. Dangerous driver who almost hit 3 blokes outside pub tells court he has 2 anuses.
Okay, was that his excuse for it?
Who gives a fuck about that?
I know. Christopher Henderson Gray, 37, appeared at Haverfordwest Magistrates Court for driving offences when his solicitor said his client had 2 holes for his anus instead of 1.
Wow.
What's that?
There was a double arsehole, isn't it?
So what's that got to do with the price of biscuits?
Who knows? He appeared in court charged with driving without due care and attention when his solicitor made the bizarre revelation. The 37-year-old industrial carpet fitter was described as having 2 holes for his anus instead of 1 by a solicitor.
That is the worst thing you're going to see. Why would you want your solicitor to say, I've got this, don't worry, I've got this airtight defence for you. When I say it's a physical disability, you felt shit coming out of one of your anuses. You have 2 now.
What?
So you panicked and nearly flattened those 3 blokes inside the pub.
I love a stock photo which is a picture of a toilet and a man holding his fucking
His ass.
shit in.
It says a hard-working man, albeit with a very awkward physical problem.
It's very difficult to think of a way of describing his problem other than he has 2 holes for his anus instead of 1.
What would you say as the judge?
It's got nothing to do with it.
I don't see what that's got to do with you driving, sir.
I'm trying to work out how is it a defence or was he just so struck by his bizarre bit of information he thought this is a great distraction tool?
Yeah, maybe he does have 2 holes for his anus in a 1, and he's so amazed by that, and he had to tell everybody so he did it in court.
Yeah.
Because you'd be devastated if you're that bloke. You wouldn't want people to know that. You crap out of 2 holes in a 1.
Oh no, don't release that information. You God. Don't tell him that.
Kill Ben.
He pleaded guilty to the charge of driving in a public place without due care and attention and was fined £317 and given 3 penalty points. So,
Okay.
Well,
I'm almost wondering whether the Daily Star's just making up news, to be honest. Because
you don't say.
then again, it is the Welsh, so, you know.
I know, but I just get the feeling this is just made up news. Because
Are you saying the Daily Star prints fake news?
yeah,
Claire?
Yeah.
Mike?
More than likely, nah. I think it's true. It's in court records
yeah,
now.
it just seems such a weird thing.
I know.
Why did he disclose that information?
If you ever get a chance, read the Weekly Weird News. Now that, my friends, is a newspaper. Try that. This show wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that newspaper, I'm telling you. That magazine, this show wouldn't exist.
Fair enough. What?
And finally,
Right, so kind of sticking with the same.
Now this one's odd.
Yeah. So a mum with 2 vaginas gave birth twice out of right one at once. What? Hold on.
She's given birth
So
twice.
she's given birth twice out of the right one and once a third out of the left one.
She married a man with 2 dicks.
So Evelyn Miller, 31, from Queensland, Australia, was born with 2 wombs, 2 uteruses, 2 vaginas. Now she's trying for a 3rd child out of the left vagina.
Oh, right, so you've got to shag that vagina.
yeah. But she doesn't like using that vagina because she can't orgasm off it, only the right one.
Oh.
So doctors found her 2 vaginas when she visited to
Terminate her first baby at 20. She must have had an unwanted pregnancy and
So she
terminated
obviously
the first
didn't
child.
realise she had 2 vaginas then. She's not like got 2 vaginas, one next to another. There must be like an internal one or something. Is that what they're trying to...
I don't know.
So, because
Honestly, wouldn't like to say.
doctors found her 2 vaginas when she visited to terminate her baby, so they
Surely
obviously...
they didn't notice that kind of thing when she was a baby.
Well, that's what I mean. It must be like an external, like an internal... It must have...
Sleeve.
It splits into
It must
two.
have like 2 fucking tubes that go
But it
towards the
It still
uterus.
looks like a normal vag on the outside.
Yeah, maybe, but she's got 2 uteruses and 2 wombs, so wow. But after meeting her husband, Tom, 32, the couple became pregnant and decided to keep the baby in 2020. The pregnancy was thought to be extremely high risk as her reproductive system is split into 2 functioning organs. It meant her 2 wombs are only half size of an average one, which could impact the baby's growth. After many tests, Evelyn was pregnant in her right vagina, but could only deliver the tot with a C-section. Right, okay. So in 2021, she gave birth to a healthy boy called Oliver, who was born at 37 weeks and weighed 5.5 pounds. Within 3 months of the boy's birth, Evelyn fell pregnant in her right vagina again.
Yeah, I think,
So
I think we
hold
might
on,
have a
she's
split
saying
here.
right vagina,
Yeah.
What I really want there to be a picture, but I'm sure there won't.
No, Pete, there isn't.
She's an OnlyFans model though,
Yeah.
so
I'm just curious just to see if it... Oh, yeah. She's kind of hot, though.
She is.
She's
She's a very attractive woman.
I'd give both of them a go. I'm only joking. That's perverted. So yeah, she welcomed the girl named Amy via C-section after 36 weeks, only weighing 4.4 pounds. So yeah, very small babies and a couple of weeks early as well. Due to small size, spent 3 weeks in special care. Yeah, she's obviously alright now. But yes, but after 2 previous C-sections, doctor told Evelyn she can't carry a baby in her right vagina anymore. You don't
Okay.
carry it in the vagina, do you? You carry it in the womb.
Yeah.
But I
She
think
can't do it on the right hand side.
yeah, so she was told to get pregnant in her left vagina, so the couple were extra careful when trying for baby 3.
Yeah.
To put a strain on the sex life, Evelyn can only orgasm from her right vagina. Okay, so now the husband must use the left vagina, while her right vagina is now reserved for the OnlyFans content.
What?
So she's got to have 2 vaginas then, surely.
must do.
She's got to have 2.
And she gets it on her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got to have 2 then. We're thinking there's some kind of split and channel. No, she's just got 2.
But how did doctors discover it when she was 20?
I don't know.
She
You
never
think-
realised she got 2 fannies.
Yeah, she was unaware. I don't know.
It must be like
A very, very
two
small one.
They must be internal. They must be like
It's like
2.
fucking
It
in the
must be
ass.
like a split shit. Like I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
Like it does
Tight.
that. So when you go in, you have to like
I don't know. It was
slightly stick it to the left and you go in the left one, or slightly stick it to the right and you go in the right one.
Yeah.
It must
Maybe.
be like that, I guess. Maybe.
Well, check out her OnlyFans account.
Well, there you go. We'll find out, I guess. I'm not going to subscribe to OnlyFans, to be fair, but
But she makes over £50,000 a week on OnlyFans.
wow,
Okay.
Well, I bet there's not many women with 2 vaginas on there.
very true.
So yeah.
Weird. Well,
Wouldn't it be weird if she got with a man with 2 anuses?
I was thinking 2 dicks.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
That's what I'd jump to.
There are some blokes out there, aren't there?
There's got to be someone. If not, there's the frog guy from Hell Comes a Frog Town. He had 3.
Yeah.
And have 1 extra. And on that bombshell, let's end the show. I've been Ben. Thanks very much for listening. And the aliens are coming.
Allegedly.
2023.
Yeah.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't get on the Prime bandwagon.
And I've been Pete. If you've got 2 vaginas, then yeah, go on OnlyFans, I suppose. Make a fucking killing. yeah, happy days.
Absolutely. Or two dicks, or two.
Apparently, there is a man with two perfectly working penises.
Well, there we go. We should get together with her. Make the perfect movie.